Hello, good morning, and welcome to the Celebration Space. My name is Kaylee Phelps, and today we are doing an introduction to my coat closet. So you have seen my dresser, you have seen my closet, and this is going to round out a segment on basically you will have seen all of my clothes. You're also going to see all of my shoes. All of my scarves are also in this closet right here. Just to give some context as to where we are in my home, this is the front door right here, and really we just have one piece of art and then it is the coat closet, and then it goes right into the living room. If you've seen my video on bookshelves, you know that this is where all of our keys live, where some things live. Also right now it is acting as a coaster for me just because I have my coffee right here, so I hope you have your coffee as well. And we are going to dive right into this closet. I'll open it up, but yeah, just one last thing. This space goes right, this is the little laundry room closet, the guest bath, and then right around that corner is the kitchen. So it's a little tight of a space, but there's a lot going on in here, and we will get started. So opening on up, this is what we got in here, and I'll start with the door. So this is where I keep a lot of my scarves. I do have a ton of scarves. I did not count. I did count my shoes. We'll get to that in a minute. But I have a lot of my lighter scarves out here right now just because it is hot in Atlanta coming off of the spring. I have some heavier scarves that I'll show you in a minute. But yeah, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, one for each of these rungs. And then also have my apron right here just hanging because it's really close to the kitchen and it's a nice little convenient spot. We'll go to the upper deck of this just because that will be going on to more scarves. So this, if you've seen how I do vertical folding in my dresser, this kind of goes along with the same theme of having this nice little convenient storage container and then folding up so that you can see the really thick scarves take up a lot more room. But these are scarves, this is actually my scarves and Tyler's scarves that are more of heavier winter scarves. So they are up here right now, but some of them will definitely shift down to kind of this front row once we get into the winter season. So which seems a little far off. It's September now. I would love to wear my scarves. I would love to wear my booties, my boots, but not quite yet. We are still yesterday it was I think 93 here, and the low overnight was 74. So that's what we are working with in Atlanta. But so those are all the scarves. That's a whole scarf collection. I think if you have a ton of scarves, there's a lot of different ways to organize. Sorry, I just got a call. This is really what works well for me and my scarves just because I normally do throw them on right before going out the door, especially if I'm wearing them for warmth. If I'm wearing them for an outfit choice, then I can come over here, grab them, kind of coordinate with my shoes once I decide what I'm going to wear. So the next section of this top rack are all of Tyler's hats. I'm not sure it's all of them, but I think it's most of them. So these are all really baseball hats that are stacked up. So he doesn't wear hats a ton, but he definitely rocks them, and they are right here just so that he knows where they are. I have my own collection of hats in a hat box in the bedroom. I don't wear hats a ton either, but I love a good hat, and I'm actually thinking I might need a new sun hat, so maybe you'll see that coming sometime soon. In this next box organizer, this is kind of a miscellaneous box. We have some shoe polish and then also some bigger gloves. These are all Tyler's. I have some gloves also in the bedroom in another box. So that's where I keep mine. It doesn't get cold enough down here where I really wear a ton of gloves. Both of us are from Michigan and from the Great White North, so we have a lot of winter materials, but they don't necessarily get as much use down here, but you can never have too many gloves. Well, actually, that's a lie. You can have too many gloves, but all of these are in great shape and we're still using them right now. So Then the last part of this rack is, if you saw my organizing my car, I keep a travel umbrella in my car at all times, but I also, this is a really big golf umbrella, which is super helpful if you're walking with a lot of people. And then this is a larger umbrella too. It's a little bit longer, so I don't keep this one in my car, but we keep both of these here in case it's raining, any guests are leaving, and we want them to be able to get to their car safely, or either of us need it while we are going out to the outside world. So that's why both of these are up here. So that is the door and the upper rack of this coat closet. So we'll go into, you know, the meat of it, which is the actual coats. So you will see here, there are 3 of Tyler's coats and then 3 of my coats. So you can tell, I don't know if y'all can, but this is more of an athletic jacket for him, his leather jacket, and then a heavier winter coat. For me, on my end, I have my vest here, a kind of trench coat, raincoat, and then 2 pea coats that I love. I used to, when I lived in Michigan, Chicago, had a big down jacket that I gave to a friend when she moved from Atlanta to Chicago. So those are really our heaviest winter coats because it doesn't get too cold down here. So all of them are up here. If you saw my introduction to my closet video, I have a ton of smaller jackets that I keep in a section of my closet, but these are the bigger jackets that I would put on during the winter. So now the last section of this are all of our shoes. So you can see there's quite a bit, there's a lot of shoes going on in here. I actually looked up, because I was curious, how many shoes the average woman and the average man has. So the average woman has 19 shoes and the average man has 12 shoes. And Tyler and I are both exactly average. So I have 19 pairs of shoes, which sounds bananas because that sounds like a lot more. I'm not the biggest shoe person, but I've accumulated shoes over the years, and I don't get rid of shoes until I really wear them into the ground. I have really small feet. It's kind of hard to find shoes for me sometimes, especially because normally they're the display, and when people are always trying on the right shoe of the display, normally it becomes stretched out, and then all of a sudden you have 2 shoes that feel like they're different sizes. So, but I'll walk you through. I actually found this shoe organizer back here at Goodwill in Buckhead, if you're in the Atlanta area. So it was $7 from Buckhead. It stores a ton of shoes. On this top rack, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pairs of shoes. The bottom 2 racks are Tyler's, and he has, let me see, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs of shoes here, and then 1 open section, which is the shoes that he's wearing today. He's at the gym right now with some clients. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs of shoes right here. He has some flip-flops in this corner, and then he has some bigger, I think these are hiking boots right here. So those are all of his shoes in his collection. For me, up top, I keep, I have 2 pairs of tennis shoes. These I've had since high school, and I think these ones I got for a gift a couple of years for Christmas. And then I have a pair of sneakers, which I don't wear to work out, but I got these for Christmas too, and they have little cats on them, and they're adorable. So, and then really I have my formal pairs of shoes, which are not too fancy. They are the same exact brand. They are Comfort Plus by Predictions from Payless, and they are, I have 1 pair in shiny patent black and 1 pair of nude, so that they go with everything. So they're comfy, they're easy, and then I have a pair of my black flats. So these are event shoes. These are from Old Navy. They are flats, so I can run around a venue if I need to, and they have this cute little scalloped edge. So I have these right here. And then really the rest of the shoes are here. I'll show y'all. I have quite a few pairs of sandals. So I have these black ones, and I have a pair of shinier, fancier sandals. And then on the next rack, I'll actually just bring this rack up to show y'all. Ooh, oh, I'm losing boots. But, so that was the bottom rack, were those 2 pairs of sandals. And then on this rack, you can see, bottom rack, I have some nude flip-flops, I have some gold flip-flops, and then I have some white sandals, and then I have quite a few pairs of booties that I love. So I have on top these 2 different grays. These ones have some fringe on them. Down here are some black ones, and then I think these are the ones I'm gonna wear today. I have some appointments after this live. So these little wedges, which I love. So I think I'm gonna starting to dress like it's fall, just to try to make it go into being. Along with those, I have these booties, which are nude camel color, and then my taller boots, I have a pair of black, and I have a pair of brown, and then I have a pair, lastly, of rain boots. So I don't know if y'all know, if you've been in the South, I would say mostly in Florida, but when it rains, it pours. It rains. It doesn't rain like up north where it like rains and drops. It rains in sheets down here, and the highways flood, and it's just like a mess. So I really didn't have rain boots. I had rain boots as a kid, but I got rain boots living down here. These were on sale at Marshall's, and I loved them. And I've had my feet get wet a couple of times traveling around in Atlanta, so I invested in a pair of rain boots. So those are all of my shoes. That is everything in this closet. I like to keep all of the shoes up front, mostly because I don't want to have to track through the house. I am a person, I take off my shoes when I go into anyone's home, mostly because I don't want to track anything in. So I usually try to be pretty clean and wipe my feet, but I take off my shoes at the door. I leave my shoes right in here. I keep them near the front door. I think it depends on what your space looks like and if you have the space for it. If you don't have a ton of space in your coat closet, we are very blessed. Ours is very deep, but having a rack like this helps to keep things very organized. You can always put something on the bottom as well. I have my shoes on the floor under that bottom rack. And then having a spinning shoe organizer like the one that I found at Goodwill also helps a lot. So this makes me think that maybe I need to go through my shoes, but it's funny because normally I keep my shoes based on color. It's kind of similar to, I was talking about different jackets or different earrings, things like that. I like to pack by color, so I keep I have a pair of light gray boots and dark gray boots so that I can wear them with different outfits that coordinate with that. I have a pair of short black boots. I have a pair of tall black boots. I have a pair of short brown boots. I have a pair of tall brown boots. And the taller brown boots are darker than my shorter kind of camel color. So that's why I keep all of the shoes, I guess, that I have, 19 pairs, which sounds bananas, but they all get a ton of use, and I think that's how, if you want to know where you stand amongst the average number of shoes, it is 19 for women, 12 for men. But as long as you're getting use out of your shoes, use out of your items, and I know people that collect shoes, so they'll keep them in their closet and have them on a display. But I think it's all up to you where you want to keep them, what is most convenient for you and your lifestyle, and then also making sure that if you do have more than maybe the average, just checking in on how often you wear them and use them and love on them. So that is all I have for you for today. As of right now, if you have not already seen my closet video or my dresser video, you all have now seen all of the clothes that I own. So that is it for me today. I hope that you enjoy celebrating today and this weekend. And until next time, see you then.